Okay, so here's the login page to get into our software. So what you can see is I have to put in a username and a password. So there's access controls around this, exactly what we're saying, how they can manage the users, just the same in a manual, who gets access to the source documents and the journals, GLs and TB, that needs to be managed. So we've already looked at a comparison here. Now we come into our accounting system. And I said to you, if we want to create anything, and I was looking at the revenue cycle, so I'm going to carry on with that, I need to come down here to the transactions. And there you can see I can do a quote, I can create a sales order, okay? There is no picking slip or delivery note because our business doesn't deliver or offer products, we do a service. So we can only now go into creating an invoice. Okay, so it's adjusted to what our business does. Once I create the invoice, once I put down all the details for my invoice, a revenue transaction will be recorded automatically. And you'll see here it says, once you obviously add everything, you save, and then it's done. Revenue is recorded. There is no intervention from my side about how we go about recording that transaction. It is all based on the programming. And I'll show you how. If I go to home, which is everything I've got access to, it's got the abilities to create your quotes, your invoices, receipts, and so on. And then all I can do is look at a balance sheet, look at the statement of profit and loss. So I don't have access to change those. I can only go and see what's been done. Again, I don't have access to see the journals, but if I want to see what's happening, I can see a list of my accounts, which is ultimately your GL. I can't change that GL. That's what is in there based on the transactions I record here. So there's a nice visual here of the computer information system. And then guys, as we start to work on the specific application controls at a later stage, I'll actually come in here and show you the controls so that you've got the practical understanding of those controls. Okay, so now that you've seen an example of how an invoice would be created and then lands up in the financials without any human intervention, I want you to take 5 minutes to think of the risks that you think that the client could face because they have a computer information system. So based off what we've just discussed, we have seen some risks already. What risks do you think they face specifically for having this computer information system? So not the risks of the manual. And now I've seen how computer information system works. What could happen that could affect their financials purely because they have this computer information system? And if you don't even know where to begin, then I'm going to say to you, just think about the risks that you face having a cell phone. So think about, look at your cell phone. I'm sure you've all got it nearby. Have a look at your cell phone and think about what's on that cell phone. What do you fear that could happen with that cell phone? So that you can start to think about some risks that actually are very relevant to a cell phone, but we'll start to make them applicable to having a computer information system.